Continue our coverage of the earthquake you may have realized happened today as it was happening, or maybe afterwards on social media. 4.9 quake rattled areas of the west central mountains and southwestern Idaho just before 10:30 this morning. The quake hit north of Smiths Ferry in Valley County, and Abby Davis spoke to a seismologist today. So, Abby, we all know that Idahoans, well, we're not really strangers to earthquakes.
Yeah, exactly right. A BSU geoscience professor says Idaho gets a big quake about every 10 years. You might remember the one in 2020. And about every year, there's a quake like the one we had earlier today.
Patch potholes in pavement, will buy gravel for roads.
A typical Monday Valley County Board of Commissioners meeting until...
See? Earthquake.
Earthquake!
It is an earthquake.
A big one.
A 4.9 quake over in a few seconds.
Wow. That's the biggest one I've felt in Valley County.
We are in earthquake zone, so this is not uncommon for us to feel these. Normally, they're not this large.
USGS data shows the quake happened just north of Smiths Ferry. Since then, there's been a number of aftershocks.
It scared me because initially I thought I'd been hit with a wall of snow or something because of the big boom it made in my house.
It was what we call a strike slip earthquake, meaning that the ground moved sideways against relative to itself.
BSU seismologist Lee Liberty says it was the largest quake in that area in more than 50 years.
There's been lots of magnitude 2s, 3s, and 4s, but a 4.9 is the largest one in the catalog since 1970.
People felt it not only in the west central mountains, but throughout southwest Idaho. Check out this video from a Garden Valley house. At St. Luke's in McCall, you can see medical instruments swinging.
If you're in soft soils like we have beneath Boise, it tends to amplify the earthquake waves, and so we often will feel the ground shaking here in Boise. But if you're in the mountains where you're on hard rock, you oftentimes don't feel the earthquake if you're the same distance away.
Just the interconnectedness of our communities during these types of times always amazes me how people reach out and immediately make sure everybody's okay.
Liberty says most of Idaho's earthquakes happen in rural areas. He says today's quake is a good reminder to brush up on emergency preparedness, so figuring out safe places in your home and remembering to duck and cover if there is an earthquake. Just things like that, Brian.
And have a plan in case the power goes out or
Exactly.
gas lines go out, those kind of things as well. Yeah, and many times you feel like those two, or that we get those twos, you don't really feel those very much
No.
as well. All right, thank you very much.